What's up, guys? Welcome to your Flex Friday, and today's Flex Friday is going to live up to the name because we're going to go with some free weights at the strength portion. So you're going to put 15, 18 minutes on the clock. You should be warmed up and ready to rock and roll once we start. Now, I want you to make sure these 4 rounds are really challenging. Again, if you do a round and it didn't push you the way it needed to, don't count it. But the first movement I want to talk about is going to be the Arnold presses. With your Arnold presses, preferably, I would love for you to sit down. Even if you're sitting flat on the ground doing a 90-degree or L shape, I should say, or even sitting on a bench or whatnot. But with your Arnold presses, grabbing some dumbbells, legs are locked out unless you're sitting down, elbows at a 90 degree. As they touch, you're roundhousing it with your quadriceps being tight, blowing the air out as you lengthen your arms, controlling back down and bring it to where you started. That would be a total of 1 rep. You're going to be doing this until you get to 12 reps, which is going to be really challenging. Once you get your 12th rep, I want you to rest and recover. All right, if you haven't checked out this week's podcast, definitely listen to it about recovery. If you're able to immediately go right into the next movement, then you didn't challenge yourself the way you should have challenged yourself. So if you can bump it up a little bit every time, going a little bit heavier or every other time, definitely do so. But you'll be doing 4 sets of 12 reps of Arnold presses. All right. Preferably, I like you to stay on the Arnold presses instead of going between different muscle groups. But if you have to, do so. All right. Second movement, it's going to be band bicep curls. You're only going to need 1 dumbbell. The reason being is because you're going to wrap the what is this called? The resistance band around the dumbbell. You're going to stand inside the dumbbell. Feet are going to be wider to make the resistance a little bit tighter. And then all we're going to do is bicep curls. Now, right now, I have a 5-pound dumbbell, so I'm not screaming because of it. But for my fellas, imagine you having a 30, 40, or 50-pounder with a resistance band that you can control. Or ladies, you're rocking 10, 20, 30 pounds with a resistance band that you can control as well. Controlling the weight up and down is 1 rep. You're going to be doing 12 reps. It's going to be a burner, but you'll get through it. 15 to 18 minutes on the clock. Whenever you finish, you're done, and then it'll be time for the conditioning. The conditioning will have a buy-in and a buy-out of 300 meters. First movement I want to talk about is the farmer carry. So grabbing 2 dumbbells or kettlebells, your preference, making it heavy, you're going to farmer carry 300 meters. Once you complete your 300 meters, which, let me pause on the meters. 300 meters is it's a good distance. So if you're carrying it without taking any breaks, the weight's way too light. You should not be able to do a 300-meter farmer carry unbroken. All right, you should be taking a couple stops. But farmer carry, kettlebells, dumbbells, shoulders pinched back, walking it out. Once you come back, you never have to do it again. You're going to go into 3 rounds of 2 movements. Movement number 1 is going to be power cleans. Movement number 2 is going to be inverted push-ups. With the power cleans, grabbing that dumbbell, you're coming from the ground every single time. It's not a hang. It's coming from the ground every single time, but shoulders pinched back, tight stomach. As that bar starts at my shins, I'm going to let the bar travel up, pop it off my hip, get underneath, bring my elbows tall. Right? Controlling the weight down, not dropping it. I'm going to exaggerate just because the weight's lighter, but if they were heavier, I'll be stomping my feet. Big deep breath, popping it up, and getting underneath it every single time. I'll be doing a total of 10 reps. Once I finish, we'll be going to inverted push-ups, whether using a plyo box like me or a bench, it's up to you. But glutes are going to be up, head face down to the ground, going between my hands, locking out. That's 1. And then that is 2. So some of y'all are like, okay, Chris, I get it. That's hard. If you're not there yet, your coaches will give you a couple different options. Whether you're doing L-shaped presses or anything else, you'll be doing a total of 10 reps. Between those 2 movements, you will go through it 3 times. Both of them should be challenging. Power clean should have some good challenging weight. Whenever you finish your 3 reps, you would then go outside with a bumper plate. That is challenging. Fellas, let's shoot for 45 to 55 pounds. Ladies, let's shoot for 25 up. Farmer carry or overhead press or overhead, what do you call them? I don't know, overhead walks? I don't know, whatever. But lock your arms out, walk 300 meters. Same thing. If you're doing it unbroken, it wasn't heavy enough. Once you come back in, you're done. That's going to be your Flex Friday. Way to own it. It's Free Weight Friday time. Let's get after it. I can't wait to see you.